behind me and started chasing me. Yes, I was being chased down the highway. I panicked, drove into the first gas station. And with that too, I panicked, got out of the truck, my little truck, and he came even faster, swerved in front of me, jumped out, grabbed me by the throat, slammed me against the truck, and was threatening me when a very nice man came, my angel came to save me. Good morning. How are you today? This is Dr. Roseanne Gonzalez with Superpower Self Care. How are you today? No, really, how are you today? Because that'll tell me whether you have, you're going through a lot of stress or not. The other day I was talking to some friends and we're talking about stress. And because we've all had different situations that have caused stress, do you realize at the time, if you're having constant headaches, maybe digestive issues, maybe if they say cortisol, right away your cortisol levels are off. So with that, you have, I watch the commercials, your stomach is starting to feel it, you start to feel it in your face, things like that. But certain situations like work situations, home situations, and the situations like I'm about to share with you cause a lot of stress. A lot of stress. So yes, I am a PhD in social emotional concerns of others, and that's why I have this self care channel. I wanted to touch on different parts of self care and how that has played a part throughout my life. So, with that said, I have written a book. It's on Stan's store, Survivor, From Survivor to Scholar, Finding Your Strengths into from your struggles, right? So it can be done. I'm living proof of that. And with that said, let me share with you one situation that happened with me. Now, I was basically a happy-go-lucky 21-year-old about to graduate with my undergrad degree in biology, and I met this guy at a club and seemed genuine for the time being. Long story short, it turned into an abusive situation, a very abusive situation, physically and sexually. I couldn't get out of it. My self worth was crushed. My self confidence was bad. Yeah, it was my mistake. I made a lot of mistakes. And lo and behold, I couldn't get rid of him. He threatened to unalive my parents, so to say. So that scared me even more. So when I told mom and dad, they said, don't worry, we'll get through it. And so that's one way of helping you if you're in an abusive situation is to find the support. My support were my parents. Yes, we went through a whole lot at that time, but he finally went away and found another victim, I'm assuming. So I went on my merry way. So I graduated with a biology degree and I had no experience anything like that. So I was working in insurance for a while when I met this other man. And this other man again pulled the wool over my eyes because I was so insecure. So my self-confidence was low. So take note of these are the red flags, right, that bring these situations on. I know it now, outside the box and all these years later. Yeah, I understand now. And so when I married this man, you're all in love for a while. 2 years later, had a beautiful baby girl, but the violence was starting again, right? The physical, emotional, mental, and the sexual abuse was all there again. So I had to divorce him. Within 5 years, I filed for divorce and thought that was it. No, but one day, let me share with you. One day, my friends invited me to go to the movies, right? That's my chair making all this noise. I'm sorry. Um, One day they invited me to go to movies. Mom and dad were not too happy with it. I said, well, he's gone. He's leaving me alone. And they said, well, no. But I wanted to get out of the house. So there I was driving down the highway when, lo and behold, I see a truck swerving in and out, and coming right behind me and started chasing me. Yes, I was being chased down the highway. I panicked, drove into the first gas station. And with that too, I panicked, got out of the truck, my little truck, and he came even faster, swerved in front of me, jumped out, grabbed me by the throat, slammed me against the truck, and was threatening me when a very nice man came, my angel came to save me. And we called the police. He took off, and the man stayed there with me. Was able to make a report, right? And was able to start a restraining order. So stress, right? And just it was a combination of stress, fear, my low self esteem, everything all together. It took years. It did take years to relieve myself of that stress, and eventually was able to build myself up. I became a teacher in a private school for 10 years, moved on to public school, thought I should get a master's degree. I should get a master's degree and go ahead and go on into my PhD. And here we are. Here we are. I want to tell you that I wrote a book, again, Survivor to Scholar. And with that, finding your strength and from your struggles, I went into detail. I just shared with you a couple of situations that happened with me. So, with those couple of situations that happened to me, we're able to build my self esteem. Now, in my book, I do have the numbers that you can call for domestic violence if you see that you are struggling so much. I can also put that in as a free guide for you. I'll put that in as a free guide so that you can go back. I'm here to help you. This self care is going to take us from this point to that point. So please check out my book. Check out my Stan Store. It will help you. I'm here today. I'm living proof. If it wasn't for the support I had and for God's almighty blessings, I would be a statistic. I would not be here today. But my book goes into detail. Those I didn't want to go into graphic detail here, but my book goes into graphic detail. So, with that said, again, check out my Stan Store. You'll be inspired. With all of that said, you take it easy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going on this journey with me. You know why? Because you are amazing. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.